I was asked to say a few words about ARCHway, and I was asked to say a few words about Percy. And I don't, when people ask me about ARCHway and Percy, number one question I get is, how did you meet Percy? And so this is a story that I will not tell on the radio, because it's probably politically incorrect and I'll probably get yelled at, but I can tell it amongst friends. So it was about, 13, 14 years ago. I'm a radio guy, and radio guys are pretty independent. And we sort of book our own shows, and the producers work for us, and it's all on us. But in television, you have producers that sort of do their own thing, and then they come to you and tell you what's coming on. So I was hosting a show on Charter called Get Hooked on Health, and I sit down, and the producers say, we have a gentleman who was going to talk about addiction. Okay, well, I don't really need to do any research on that. The guy runs some kind of recovery center. So we sit down on the couch, and this strange-looking Indian man sits down. And I say, hi, nice to meet you. He's very, very, very polite. And 3, 2, 1, you're on. Welcome, everybody. We have this gentleman. His name Percy Menzies. The man looks Indian, but he has a Spanish surname. So let's see how this is going to go. So we start talking, and he starts talking, and I have absolutely no idea what he's saying because it's such a thick accent. And the segment was supposed to go maybe 3 or 4 minutes. 10 minutes into the conversation, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, hold on a second. Are you yes, I have this heroin addiction. It's coming like a freight train. No one will listen to me, no one will understand this. I have this drug, I know. I was blown away. So 10 minutes into this conversation, they're yelling in my earpiece. We blew the whole segment, we blew the whole show, but I learned something valuable that day. So about 2.5, 3 years later, I'm working at KTRS Radio, and a salesman comes up to me and he says, we would like for you, would you have any interest in being a spokesman for a recovery facility? And I said, oh, I'm honored, thank you very much, but no. And I got up and I walked out. So about 2 or 3 days later, the salesperson comes with the sales manager, and they sit me down again, and they say, would you be interested in, we really would like for you to be a spokesman for this addiction facility. And I said, oh, wow, I'm really flattered again, thank you very much, but no, thank you. I gotta go, so on. So about a week or so later, anyone who knows Tim Dorsey, who owns the radio station, you really don't say no to Tim Dorsey. He's one of those guys that he will sell ice to an Eskimo. So they bring in the general manager, Tim Dorsey, they bring in the sales manager, and they bring in the salesperson. And they said, look, it's like one of those Godfather moments when they come to you and they put their hand on the shoulder and like, we really want you to do this. So I stood up and I said, look, there's only one guy I will do commercials for. I don't know his name. He's got a thick Indian accent, but this guy's figured out the whole addiction game. And they said, that's the guy we want you to do the commercials for. So that was 10 years or so ago, 8 years ago or so. And so we've had a relationship with ARCHway ever since. And one of the things, talking to some of you this morning or tonight, there's a common theme with all of us tonight. And that is that I suspect that every single one of us never thought we would be in a room like this, hosting and helping a fundraiser like this, being associated with an organization like this. But Percy never thought he would be in this. I know there are parents and children and loved ones who are here supporting loved ones and parents and children who would never in a million years say, I'm going to an organization to help raise funds to help people fight heroin addiction. And look at how far we have come. From 13 years ago, Percy was talking on an obscure cable network to some guy who'd never heard of him before, to now heroin addiction is a major conversation in the presidential campaign. So he predicted it, he called it, and unfortunately he was right. We don't know, we can't solve all the problems, but the fact that they have opened up a charitable wing of ARCHway is a testament to the organization, it's a testament to the people who run it. And I am thrilled and honored to be asked to help. And I have always told Percy and Sunil that all they have to do is ask, and I'll be happy to do whatever they need. So